in today to show people what I've been doing posts on online in regards to, speeding, doing things that the police do all the time, and it seems that they can do whatever they want. And us people, we can't do anything. There's fines. They call us criminals. But yeah, I've shown that the police and what's coming up in my book. I mean, we're into a 20 mile an hour now. So I do things safely. There you go, right? So I've triggered off all the 20 mile an hour cameras along Lara Road, or Lara area. And I'm doing this on purpose because it's alright somebody doing posts, but this video will be evidence going forward, like everything else, to show, right, okay, who are creating the rules that everyone abides by all the time, or get fined by either councils or so-called courts and law systems that have been created by your shown on purpose lying actors in governments, where you get your all your created lies from, your wars, everything else, because people are not thinking for themselves. They're being told how to think through mainstream media. And the thing with the government members is they're teaching lies. They're showing all the time what they are. They pathologically lie about everything, and people have never learned from it, and they accept the lies, and the lies have just become infested. But the worst people are the government servants, i.e. the police, which I've shown 28 years, which should be in my book that's coming up soon, which government knows I'm doing. All the information's already online, but I've got to do things so that other people don't have to do them, so they can learn from them. That's why I'm speeding. I'm doing all the things that the police do all the time, but I've done other posts on where I've caught them speeding, doing things they shouldn't be doing, and there's no recourse to them. You've got the previous Devon and Cornwall Chief Constable, Sean Sawyer, where I highlighted all the, him admitting, but via email, to 28 years worth, or nearly, of cover-up crimes by the police. But they've been, engaging him for money, and including against the people. And when I put it into the so-called law system that people have been told to believe in, they've ignored, covered it up. When my booklet was accepted publicly by governments around the world in their high court, they've seen this acceptance. But government servants are the ones who hide away. They're the ones who go, I've heard for 28 years and counting, oh, Sean, but I need the money. So it's okay to do any crime against the people, any cover-up crime, help all other government servants and government systems to commit all these crimes for known, shown on purpose liars in government, and everyone's fine with it. So everyone's like, oh, just abide by the rules, abide by everything, yeah? So it's like, no, where's that getting you? Where's that getting this bad world we live in that's been accepted to being created on liars' lies, but where everyone's just a product of this of every single bad system, because everyone accepts and wants these lies by known liars, regardless of what's shown by governments of what you will receive, i.e., turn on your news, that's government controlled system accepted with their servants, and then you'll see their created wars. But then you think about it, right? Where were these wars when they created COVID? Yeah, when all governments showed, look at that, the word, yeah? They're all called the same thing, governments. Every so-called country has got a government. They're all the same systems, but they're all part of the same. But everyone has been lied to throughout time that they're individual entities, but they're not, because they showed with the COVID, they showed that they created the fear lies for people, they implemented them against the people with all the government servants around the world, but have always never learned from working for liars, being paid lying criminals, accepted by the government in my booklet on the 18th of the 7th, 2022. And these government servants and everyone else in the public who accept and want these lies, they're always blaming government, who are lying actors, who show their created lies in all the systems they've created that they control. And yet, these government servants, everyone's like, they pretend to be the good people. But they're the people implementing all the lies against their loved ones whilst keeping quiet and telling each other to be quiet. You know, I'm showing the things. I'm sure there's a lot of government servants out there, but like, oh yes, I'm glad Sean's showing what things really are, because our kids have got no futures whatsoever because we're all lying. And when everyone's lying, when the children have got no chance, because they're never going to see the truth of what this world really is and what it's based on. So if everyone's bad products of lies, where people go, let's blame other people because we don't want to learn from the lies. How are you going to change a world for the better, which has never happened because for this reason? How are you going to change a world for the better or contribute towards it if all you're part of are the lies and wanting to keep the lies, but in all the systems and the people in them, you know, implementing the lies against the people? You know, it's like I've been speeding a lot lately on purpose to try and get a court hearing, yeah, or a claim court hearing, because as I've shown publicly, it's been refused at all costs. With even giving me these fake fines and then stealing the money direct from the money I get to live on, because they know I'm going to live stream and I'm going to show further the lies behind everything, i.e. the people pretending to be judges, and then ask, you know, in question them and show that they cannot turn around and say they are part of a real law system, just like the police can. Like the police are not allowed to turn around and say they serve the people no more. They serve the actors, or the accepted actors pretending to be a royal family that are government members. So they're saying that's who they serve, the police. So, you know, that's what people are not, you know, I'm trying to help teach people the lies that government are showing. They've been trying to teach lies to this world for a long time. But if you've got a world infested in lies in all the people, but everyone is responsible for accepting and wanting lies that make up this bad world, that have to be learned from before, you know, it becomes infested in truth. And then you've got a better world for all. Now, I've spoken to a lot of people, including religious people, and I'm not a religious person. I'm an evidence-based person, and I know what this world's been accepted to be created on, which are government lies. So, in regards with that, I've been speaking to like religious people, and then I've been explaining to them, saying, look, these people are lying to you on purpose. So, because governments are teaching lies, they've got your official narrative of lies, then they've got the counter narrative of lies. So you've then got all your medias out there that claim to be separate, alternative medias, yeah. And I've shown as well, I've tried contacting them saying, you're telling people you act on the people's behalf, here's some accepted truth, this is information everyone needs to see, if you're really acting on the people's behalf. Obviously, I've been ignored, even when I've like put them onto Facebook so they see it, sent them emails, because I know what they all are. They're all government controlled. People are not looking behind who these people are, their backgrounds. People are not questioning because they want to just believe whoever's put in front of them on the, you know, regardless of which government controlled media it is. You know, like Facebook's, all your social medias. When people have got big platforms and they're telling you to believe things and they're not giving any evidence behind it, think about why they're being allowed. I'm not allowed at the moment to be shown to people, yeah, because people are not ready to learn from the lies that they keep blaming other people for. You know, that they don't want to help, you know, learn from these lies, or even if adults, we're going to Jehovah's Witnesses, yeah? So I've spoken to the Jehovah's Witnesses before in the Plymouth City Centre, and I thought, right, I'll speak to them, see what they're about. And the next minute, it was an older Jehovah's Witnesses, and then they're going through different things, and they're saying that they're waiting for everyone to die, all the adults, everyone to die, and they're the chosen ones, the Jehovah's Witnesses, and they're the only ones that are going to survive. And they're saying adults can't change, they can't become better, and all the rest. And I said, do you know what? I sort of agree a little bit with that, because when people are faced with removing the lies or wanting change in life and removing, the bad to get to the good, people don't want change. Regardless of what's shown to come out of lies that could even kill them, they will choose the lies over truth. So in that regard, I was sort of like, yeah, okay, fair enough. And I said, but what about educating the children? Because if you educate the children, you not only show them before they're indoctrinated into all the lies of the systems, being told to believe them, then you can get to the children, they can push a new world forward with learning from this bad world of lies, created lies by known liars and shown liars. So why not teach your children? Yeah, there's your solution. So why does everyone have to die in the Jehovah's Witnesses and they're the same? And I thought, and they were like, next minute, and I was saying other stuff about, them saying, oh, well, it's God's will and wait for that and all the rest. And I'm like, hold on a second. We are all responsible in this world together. When we've all got to work on ourselves. We've all got to see the lies that have been indoctrinated into us. And it's not about a blame game. Even when I talk about government servants and I say about them being lying criminals for hire, it's about highlighting all the people that are lying to people constantly, all the time, pathologically lying, telling each other to be quiet, and then pretend to be good people. And it's this false, fake world of lies that everyone's upholding. So it's about learning, education. It's like freedom. People go, oh, my freedom's being taken away, all the rest of it. How can you have freedom in a world created on lies? The only way you can remove, your so-called freedom being taken away is if you educate everyone. Because there's only power behind lies when people want the lies. And everyone wants the lies at the moment. So for this world to improve, especially for the children, if the adults, who largely are a waste of space because they won't give up the lies in their life regardless of what's shown to them, like what I show, sourced directly to the source of all information, i.e. government, yes? So they're putting out all information to all people out there, all the lies. So I've sourced the truth directly at them through their high court to show people that they're lying. That's how I've shown truth to everyone. And they were covering it up first, and then they accepted everything. So there's your source of information. Then I've done public challenges to say, right, okay, ask any government member on the world to publicly go against the acceptance. I've shown that nobody has. People are afraid of what I'm showing. But that's not going to help. And I always say, right, if the adults who pretend to be good people want to help the children, want to help this world improve, then give the information about what this world is, all the systems, all the people lying in it, give it to the children and explain to them, educate them why we live in a bad world. This is why I'm doing the book. The book is 28 years worth of these experiences that can be learned from going forward. Now, like with any education, it will depend on government who admit to spying on me, as if anyone sees my stuff 21st of June 2021 publicly, knowing I would show this information. So everything I talk about, show all the acceptances, all the accepted crimes by the previous Devon and Cornwall Chief Constable, and everything else I show, all the people involved in all the cover-up crimes against the people, all the lies, it's all been being seen and shown. And I had someone the other day on my Facebook turning around to me stating, oh, Sean, where people are not ignoring you, they're seeing what you say, but they don't want to be tracked by government, by, liking your posts. And I'm like, oh my God, really? Is that, people want to help things change to the better, but they're worried about liking one of my posts. How is that going to help? How are any of these people going to help going forward? And it's like, if, I do things so other people don't have to do them. That should be quite obvious by now. I'm not telling people to go speeding like I showed in the 20-mile-an-hour zone. Do it safely. Been doing it constantly, these things. Like I said, to try and get a court hearing and to show that the police have zero, whilst they act as line criminals for hire, they have zero real authority, and they certainly don't over me. And when the book comes out, people will understand and see why, and especially why I'm making this video and I'm talking about the things I'm talking about. So I've got nothing against anyone whatsoever. This is purely about educating the world so that all the bad things that are shown to come out of liars' lies created, that, you know, that need to be learned from. You know, there's a source of evidence to show the information that needs to be learned from going forward. That's all I can do to try and help things. Then it's down to government, when they deem people more ready, more fed up with all the non-stop created lies, the official narrative, counter narrative, people non-stop being upset, under fear, thinking this is going to happen. They might even implement some of these things. Use some of their government servants to implement some of these things against the people, yeah? Because people are not learning. They're not learning to stop wanting, and then they go, oh, should we have a new set of politicians in? They're all the same. They've shown this. Yes, because the system's created on their lies. You're just being lied to non-stop. How many lies have to be put into people, and the outcome of, what comes out of those lies before people start saying, oh, don't we all want to live in a better world? We can all contribute to this. And all people have to do by contributing is, when this information gets put out, that I'm putting out, help to share it. If you don't want to look at the lies yourself because you want the lies still and you don't want to see truth with evidence, like I say, that's sourced directly to the source where everyone gets their information from, so it can never be, it hasn't been refuted whatsoever, and it can never be refuted. So all these people saying they're truth seekers and they want truth and all the rest of it, load of old nonsense, virtual signalling in this fake false world. All these people on Facebook and other places, they don't want truth. They want lies, but they want to make out to other people that they do want truth. They use the word truth as a lie. And this has all got to change. So if people do want this world to change, it's going to, everyone needs to be part of it. Because if you've got a world infested in lies, in everyone, then the world's got to start changing and be infested in truth, everyone. And that's the only way this world, the only solution to this world, is from everyone learning from all the created lies that are being shown clearly on purpose. So, I'll cut off now for today, but there's so much more information online, and there will be in the book when it comes out, and hopefully in about a month's time. Thank you.